होते का नाही होईल ना आणखी याच्यावर चालू
सी वेटिंग रूम
हा मग waiting.
ऍडमिट ऑल करू
हा आणि सिक्युरिटी मेज आधी मॅक्सिमाइज करा ना स्क्रीन
Okay. So just you read the first step that will represent the sampling function S of t mathematically. Okay, means ultimately already I told you if you want to represent this particular the train of impulses, how just you need to put the summation, and then according to the summation and then according to the value of n, you will get the position of the various samples. So it will become a train of impulses. Okay. So then again, the represent the sample signal y of t. How you people can represent means ultimately by multiplying this particular the hazala result. Okay. So if you want to represent del of t, so this is the whole signal. Then you need to represent this is summation from n is equals to minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is nothing but the del of t minus nts. Okay. So okay. So this is the representation of this one. Okay. Then when you are representing this y of n, this y of n is nothing but what? This is the multiplication of this and this. Okay, so y of n is equal to what? Then you people can write the x of t into then summation of what this one. So n is equals to minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is del of t minus nts. Okay, so this is the mathematical representation of this particular signal. Okay, so then again you people can elaborate this. Again you can multiply with this one. Then ultimately you people can get the train of samples, and then how you people can apply the transform or Fourier transform on this particular thing. I will show you in the next lecture because it is very what you can say tedious, and then once you understand that concept, then you cannot target the forever, because whenever you enter for the what you can say the further studies like ME, MTech or PhD or in any research, so this concept is very useful. Okay, already I told you this one, and then again So this obtain the Fourier. Here you can see the obtain the Fourier transform. Obtain the Fourier transform of y of sample signal, that is nothing but the y of omega. So already I told you means how you can apply. Initially you need to apply the Fourier transform of the single pulse, single sample, and then ultimately by varying the value of n, then you will get the train of this spectrum. Through the sample signal y of t completely represent the x of t, means how you people can uh, justify this is nothing but the actual output and then this is nothing but our input. Okay, but while processing or while obtaining this y of t, the lot of what a lot of operation we need to perform on y of t. Okay, means sampling and hold, then analog to digital converter, and then again we need to write one particular algorithm, or you can say the code to process this one. So in that process, there are a lot of chances to discard some information which has been exists in the original signal. Okay, but while obtaining this one, so by our the frequency range of our ear or the visualization process, then ultimately we doesn't understand that what exactly happened. So then after the lot of process, we people are trying to obtain the this y of t is equals to x of t. Okay, so this is the one thing. And then see, this is nothing but the Fourier transform of this one. Okay, so represent the x of t as a summation of sinc pulses. आता हे काय, प्रत्येक सॅम्पलचं जर का आपण ट्रान्सफॉर्म घेतला तर तुम्हाला माहित आहे आपण पहिल्या सिग्नल अँड सिस्टमच्या पहिल्या युनिट मध्ये काय शिकलो, इफ यू हॅव अ स्क्वेअर पल्स or any Dirac delta or any impulse signal, if you are applying the any transform process and like Fourier transform, Fourier series, then you people can obtain the sync pulse. है की नाही? आता काय होईल इथे, हे सिंक फंक्शन जे आहे, सिंक पल्सेस जे आहे, ह्या काय होईल आपल्याला प्रत्येक सॅम्पलचे जे की याच्यामध्ये अवेलेबल आहे, है की नाही? ओके, म्हणजे काय होईल, वन्स यू गेट द ट्रेन ऑफ सिंक and then sync pulses कसं असते तुम्हाला माहिती आहे ना, असं असते बघा, असं. Okay, means in this particular signal only one particular peak part at the origin. Okay, means the maximum energy concentrated at the origin, है की नाही? मग काय करतो आपण, सपोज दुसऱ्या स्पेक्ट्रमचा सिंक पल्स असा असेल, ओके, तिसऱ्याचा असा असेल, समजा निगेटिव्हला जर असेल तर त्याचा असेल. मग आता व्हॉट वी विल आर डुईंग, वी आर considering the maximum energy concentrated at the origin. म्हणजे याची हे एनर्जी, याचा हे एनर्जी, याची हे एनर्जी, ओके, याची हे एनर्जी, असं जे काय पीक आहे की नाही, हा याचे पीक मॅग्नेट्यूड म्हणा किंवा मग काय म्हणणार पीक एनर्जी we are considering, then if you are drawing this one, then you can get the original signal. असा हा concept आहे. म्हणजे the train of sync pulses by considering the maximum energy concentrated at the center place or center frequency, then you people can get the original signal. So this is always keep in mind. I will tell you in the next lecture in detail. Then the graphical representation of the sync function serially. हे बघा मी इथे काढलेलं आहे. आता कसं इथे ट्रेन ऑफ सॅम्पल्स आहे, त्याच्यावरती फोरियर ट्रान्सफॉर्म अप्लाय केला की आपल्याला काय मिळेल, सिरियली सिंक फंक्शन. हे बघा असं 1 2 3 4 5, आणि मग त्याचं काय करायचं, मॅक्झिमम एनर्जी कन्सिडर करायची and then we are trying to recover actual recovery x of t using the ideal low pass filter. आता काय होते, इथे बरेचसे फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनेंट्स ऍड होतात बाय प्रोसेसिंग, and then by utilizing this ideal low pass filter, then you people can remove the frequency component. Okay. So these are the 7 steps you always keep in mind, but this is very important to learn the sampling theorem or the recovery of the original signal. Again, those who will teach the digital communication, then again that teacher also will take the revision of sampling theorem. So in that case, you people can ask the question to him, Or if you have any doubt, then you people can put the question in chat box, or you people can send personally on WhatsApp. Here already just you see this is nothing but the train of spectrums. Just we people can means shown as a triangle, means one spectrum of the one particular sample. And then again, the Nyquist criteria or the sampling theorem, or you can say the sampling frequency, with the time period, time interval comes into the picture. So here you people can get the clear idea about by observing these three figures. Okay, just I'll tell you, if you are putting the sampling frequency is greater than or equals to twice of the FM, this is the oversampling. Okay, so already I told you while explaining the examples, you cannot put the very greater than twice of the maximum components of the frequency which has been occurred in the input signal. So slightly greater you people can put, but what exactly is happening? If you are putting the slightly greater than 2, means this is the frequency components. This is 0, 1, fs, 2, fs, 3, fs, according to the position of the uh, 1 ts, 2 ts, 3 ts है की नाही. जसे टाइम पिरियड मध्ये 1 ts, 2 ts, 3 ts असतात, जसं फ्रिक्वेन्सी डोमेन मध्ये काय आहे 1 ओमेगा एस, 2 ओमेगा एस, 3 ओमेगा एस असं ते तुम्हाला सॅम्पल मिळतील. सॅम्पल मिळाल्यानंतर काय करायचं, हे जर तुम्ही फॉलो केलं स्लाइटली ग्रेटर दॅन, म्हणजे काय आहे, हा पहिला जो सॅम्पल 0 ला आहे त्याचा स्पेक्ट्रम, हा त्याच्या बाजूचा, हा त्याच्या बाजूचा. ओके, तर काय होईल, you people can get the some, बघा इथे थोडासा गॅप मिळेल है ना, हा स्पेक्ट्रम 1, this is nothing but the spectrum, हा spectrum 1, हा 2, हा 3, by considering हा 3. okay, आता बघा the gap between these two successive spectra है की नाही, हा गॅप जर बघितला तुम्ही, इट इज नॉट मच है की नाही, छोटासा गॅप आहे. ओके, आता काय होतं माहिती का, आता the frequency component or the energy concentrated at this particular, it's very maximum है की नाही. मग कसं होते, जसं जसं फ्रिक्वेन्सी कॉम्पोनंट कमी कमी होत जातं तसं मॅग्निट्यूड पण कमी होत जातं. इकडे बघा, जसं जसं त्या सॅम्पलचं फ्रिक्वेन्सी कॉम्पोनंट कमी कमी होत जातात तसं ऍक्च्युअली दिस ऍक्सिस इज डिनोटेड बाय द फ्रिक्वेन्सी. हा, फ्रिक्वेन्सी कॉम्पोनंट कमी झालं, मॅग्निट्यूड कमी झालं. ओके, आता कसं आहे, या दिस इज नथिंग बट द सेंट्रल फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर सॅम्पल, म्हणजे या सॅम्पल या पोझिशनला अगेन द मॅक्सिमम फ्रिक्वेन्सी एनर्जी गेट कॉन्सन्ट्रेटेड हियर. Again, this is the central frequency of the third sample. Then again, the maximum frequency concentrated at this particular position. Okay, you got it. If you are putting the sampling frequency is slightly greater than 2 FM, that is called as oversampling. Means slightly gap you people can get between the two successive spectra. In this particular case, we are in a position to recover the original signal easily. Okay, because this is the highest frequency component of that particular spectrum, and this is the lowest frequency. Again, this is the low frequency component of this particular spectrum. This is the highest frequency component of the spectrum. Okay, आता बघा, this is the highest frequency component at this particular spectrum at this particular stage. Then again the frequency components get decreasing. Okay, दुसरी केस आहे बघा, म्हणजे माझं सांगायचं तात्पर्य असं आहे की इफ यू आर पुटिंग द एफएस इज स्लाइटली ग्रेटर दॅन स्मॉल गॅप. सेकंड केस बघा, एफएस इज इक्वल्स टू ट्वाइस एफएम. परफेक्ट सॅम्पलिंग. परफेक्ट सॅम्पलिंग मीन्स व्हॉट, हे बघा इथे गॅप इज नाहीचा गॅप आहे की नाही, इथे गॅप नाही आहे. म्हणजे काय झालं, याचं जर लोअर फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट आहे, इथे काय म्हटलं तर हे हायेस्ट फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट हा लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट, हा हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट इथे याचा लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट. ओके, कुठे काय झालं का इंटरफरन्स नाही झालं आहे की नाही, म्हणजे सक्सेसिव्हली. बट by putting these particular, there are some chances to get to interference between this and this. Again, ह्या पोझिशनला थोडेफार चान्सेस असतात स्लाइड ॲज इक्वल्स टू 2FM घेतले तर त्याच्यापेक्षा काय करायचं, टू अवॉइड द इंटरस्पेक्ट्रम इंटरफरन्स. आता हा स्पेक्ट्रम आहे, हा एक स्पेक्ट्रम आहे. आता टू अवॉइड द, आता काय झालं, याचा हा लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट म्हणजे हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सी आणि याचा हा लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट म्हणजे लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी. कारण जसं जसं इकडे जाणार तसं तसं फ्रिक्वेन्सी वाढत जाणार. ओके, पण कसं झालं, याचा फ्रिक्वेन्सी हाय झाला आहे की नाही, कारण आपण इकडे चाललो म्हणजे या स्पेक्ट्रमचा हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट इथे झाला आणि याचा लो झाला आहे की नाही. and then the combination of the low and high frequency, there are a lot of chances to get the interchannel interference है की नाही. म्हणून मग आपण काय करतो, slightly greater than 2FM. Okay, but this is the perfect sampling you people can get over here. Okay, then the next part, so this is the third case. Third case मध्ये काय होतं बघा, this is fs is less than twice of the FM. FM is nothing but the maximum frequency component happen in the input signal. This is the undersampling. तीन condition कधी पण लक्षात ठेवायच्या. Okay, one is the oversampling, perfect sampling, and then undersampling. Actually, those who are came from the diploma holder, I think they are aware about that. I think they learn some, what you can say, the communication subject like analog communication, then some part of the television, then some mobile communication. Simply communication theory. So these people may aware about these three conditions. Okay, so in this case what exactly is happening, इथे काय होते, गॅप आहे, इथे गॅप नाही आहे, आणि जर तुम्ही सॅम्पलिंग फ्रिक्वेन्सी लेस दॅन ट्वाइस ऑफ FM जर घेतली तर काय होतं बघा, हे सॅम्पल इथे ओव्हरलॅप होतं आहे की नाही. आणि ओव्हरलॅप झाल्यानंतर काय झालं माहिती आहे का, याचा हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट इथे आता लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट आणि याचा हा लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट म्हणजेच हाय फ्रिक्वेन्सी कंपोनंट याच्यापेक्षा. अगेन हियर the two frequencies are overlapping to each other, and then once two frequencies are overlapping to each other, then there are a lot of chances to get the interchannel interference. Okay, काय होतं आपल्याला, and then due to this particular यानी काय होतं माहिती आहे का, जर interchannel interference जर occur झाला, then we people are not in a position to recover the original signal. कारण आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, again by considering the spectrum, again each and every spectrum we are trying to recover. Due to this interference, there are a lot of chances to less chances to recover the original one, because due to this interchannel interference, or you can say the interspectrum interference, and then this particular effect is called as a aliasing effect, or some people are called as a aliasing effect. Okay, so this is the most important factor comes into this particular unit. Okay, so this is the three condition, always keep in mind. Fs should be greater than or equals to, only slightly greater than means you people can get some gap. Here there is no gap, if it is perfect sampling, but under sampling is aliasing effect, and aliasing effect will create the problem to recover the original signal. Okay, that error is also called as a fold over error. This error is called as a fold over error, or you can say this is the aliasing effect. Okay. So these two terms are always keep in mind. The last time the examiner asked one particular question, define the fold over effect. Okay, but we people are very aware about the aliasing, because this aliasing effect or aliasing error or aliasing terms we people are familiar, because from first year to up to this stage we people are hearing this particular term like aliasing or aliasing, but nobody is aware about the fold over. And then last time the examiner asked one particular, the terminology has been changed. So he has used the fold over effect. Then the most of the people, they are not in a position to answer that. So you always keep in mind the fold over effect, or you can say the fold over error or aliasing effect are same. Okay. So this is the thing. So again, you people can go on through this one. This is the band limit. Any band limited signal you people can see over here. Is instead of omega, you people can have consider the B minus B. This is the spectrum, continuous spectrum minus B2 plus B of the. This is nothing but the spectrum of the sample. This is the maximum component. Is nothing but the omega. Here we have considered the B. Okay, this is the better understanding. Again, I am explaining the same thing. The sampling, the time sampling frequency repetition. If the FS is greater than 2B, no aliasing. As it means ultimately you people can get some gap in between. There are a lot of chances to get the interference. If interference is there, then we people can lose some information due to that interference. So there is no aliasing. Again, here you people can see this is the FS is less than or equals to. Actually, if you are putting the equals to, again there are some chances already I explained in the last slide. So this is the aliasing comes into the picture. Aliasing signals is ambiguity in frequency domain. Okay, so it's very difficult. And then, but sometimes you may consider for the analysis of the high frequency component at the low frequency component, then you people can. But rarely, generally, is applicable in the military or in the radar system. Okay. Just you observe these two, what you can say, this and this. Again, the same thing I explained by considering this one. Here, maximum frequency I consider the omega. Here, maximum frequency I consider the B. Both are same, but only these are the overlapping. Then how you can the aliasing. This is nothing with the aliasing. Or this particular term you people can pronounce as a aliasing. Okay, aliasing similar. So this is the out of band noise and aliasing. Okay, you don't. Only concentrate on this one. Okay. Then further part is nothing but the convolution. Just before going to convolution, just I'll explain one. This is a very simple part. This is the signal of the interest. Actually, we people are very interested to recover this particular asset. So if you are overlapping the lower frequency component, then it is very means due to this one the attenuation may occur. Attenuation is nothing but some decrease in the magnitude can decrease due to this particular. Then the anti-aliasing filter may be again means if you are utilizing the anti-aliasing filter, then again it is very expensive. So that's why we people has to take care while taking the sampling rate or sampling frequency, and it should be greater than, slightly greater than or equals to twice of the maximum frequency. That's it. Okay. So this is the further part. This is very. Shall I continue or we need to stop over here? Hello.
सर नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में भी जाना
हो सर
ओके, एक काम करा तर काय करा सर्व आपले व्हिडिओ ऑन करा, देन आय विल टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट अँड देन आय विल पुट ऑन द ग्रुप. सो ओके, काही डाऊट असेल तर विचारा. यू पीपल कॅन अनम्यूट युअर माइक अँड देन यू कॅन. हा, हॅलो.
हाँ सर.
If you have any doubt, you people can put on the chat box or in what you can say. Already you have my personal mobile number. Then you people can put anytime, anywhere. Huh? So I will try to give the answer. किती जण आहे इथे? 11 जण दिसतात आणि इकडे 5 जण दिसतात. हॅलो, काही डाऊट आहे का कोणाला? हॅलो.
नाही सर.
ओके ओके. डाऊट पाहिजे ऍक्च्युली. डाऊट शिवाय कसं काय चालेल? हा, there should be one doubt or actually while हे कसं झालं, this is the one way teaching. Is it? One way teaching means just I am explaining by considering the slides and then I cannot put the exactly mathematical equation due to what you can say that not it is not good. Then there is I have not a practice to put some mathematical equation on each and every step. Okay, so it is. So that's why my sincere appeal to all of you. Whenever you have some doubt, then you can put on your notebook. Then you can put personally. Okay. Actually, आपली स्ट्रेन किती आहे? हॅलो, एक जण बोला कोणीतरी.
43 sir.
43.
Okay, out of 43 only 11 students are there. Again the same. If you are following this strategy, then it is very difficult to pass because you know the scenario of signal and system.
Yes,
Is it? And then this is, if you don't have a acquainted knowledge of the signal and system, then it is very difficult to understand the further part of digital signal processing. And then only means my sincere appeal, if you know the convolution sum, is it? In convolution sum only we require addition and multiplication, that's it. And then if you in a position to perform the addition and multiplication, easily you can pass this particular subject or understand, because in second unit and third unit is totally related to the discrete Fourier transform. The Fourier transform is already you will learn. I think fourth unit मध्ये signal and system the fourth unit मध्ये already you learn. त्याचा पुढचा पार्ट डिस्क्रीट फोरियर ट्रान्सफॉर्म. तुम्ही अॅनालॉग वरती काम केलं, अॅनालॉग वरती तुम्हाला इंटिग्रेशन वगैरे परफॉर्म करायची गरज असते, पण इथे इंटिग्रेशन परफॉर्म करण्याची गरज नाही. ओके, सो दिस आर द थिंग्स only always keep in mind. So thank you for attending the lecture. Again we will meet on the Tuesday, the next week. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then also means the books, which book you need to utilize. Do you have any material, learning material at home?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, not currently.
So I'll try to get the PDF, the short copy of the digital signal processing, one particular book which has been written by Salivahanan, publisher like Tata McGraw-Hill. So it is not PDF available on the net, but my friend is there in Malaysia. He has a lot of e-copies of the books. So I will send him one particular title and author and then edition. Then he will send to me and then I will share with you. Okay. After completion of the lecture, just you go through the what you can say the literature or the learning material you have. Okay. If you have the Moodle user ID and password, again also you people can go on through the some material already have been uploaded on the Moodle. Okay. So thank you again. Our meeting will get disconnect automatically by 10 minutes. So just I'll verify the chat box if is there any question. Okay, one by one you can leave the meeting. Ronit? Ronit? Uh, रेकॉर्ड करून घे.